This is Mike. Mike is a frequent flyer whose flight was just canceled for mechanical reasons. For his trouble, the airline is giving him a $300 voucher. Here's the problem. Mike has to call the airline to even get the voucher. He waits on hold. He waits for the voucher to arrive. He waits and waits and waits, and now he's even more frustrated than before. Now meet Kara. Kara is flying with an airline that uses Trust-A-Bit. When her flight is canceled, she receives an immediate notification saying that an e-voucher has been sent to an online account for use at any time. No wait, no hold, no problem. Airlines spend tons of money each year paying out vouchers, only to leave customers more frustrated with the process of claiming them. Trust-A-Bit uses blockchain technology to make things right with customers quickly, easily, and securely. That means the money your airline spends on vouchers is truly making your customers happier and loyal.
There are ways to increase the odds of a better bargain, like bidding in a live auction for a first-class seat.
So now I'm the top of the leaderboard.
Learning when to pay with those loyalty points to avoid a premium price. The most perishable commodity in the world at the moment is on this plane. An empty airline seat. Once those wheels lift off the ground, that empty seat can no longer be sold. Which is why setting airfares is a tricky business. Kevin Stamler is the CEO of Seat Boost. He hopes his idea is just as attractive. He's found a way to liven up that idle time waiting to board, sitting at the gate. Seat Boost teamed up with Virgin America and now auctions off any free available premium seats on certain routes, minutes before the doors close.
The system components were located in the crucial baggage tracking control points. Unlike the barcode technology, hand-to-hand system applies RFID technology that provides a 99% level of readability of baggage tags. The airlines can retrieve real-time data directly from the system about the status of each bag, from checking to dispensing to a passenger at the destination airport. So the airlines are capable to track the end-to-end baggage flows on all flights, to control baggage movement inside and outside airport baggage handling systems, to influence the quality of baggage handling operations, to increase the level of security in baggage operations. The system possesses business logic able to automatically control the accuracy of every bag movement. If the bag does not reach a certain place at a certain time, the system can automatically send a message containing the information about the occurring error, place and time to an operator. It will allow handlers taking certain measures to correct the error. It deals with errors occurring while moving standard and oversized baggage, as well as transit baggage, which makes 50% of the total mishandling volume. The system allows making the baggage movement smooth and transparent. Hand-to-hand system has strong advantages over the existing solutions that are easy installation and integration with other IT systems, ability to scale, joint use with barcode solutions in order to obtain multiple effects, automation which minimizes the human factor, ability to combine the unlimited quantity of terminals and airports into one infrastructure, ability for all the airlines to use infrastructure, providing passengers with accurate information about their baggage.
Air taxi is a safe, reliable, affordable alternative to commercial air travel for yourself or your small group. Here's how it works. On the day of your trip, you'll drive right up to the airplane. Your pilot will help with your luggage, and you'll be on your way in less than 15 minutes. No crowds, delays, or security line. You can keep your shoes on and forget about the body scanner. You get to relax or work in a state-of-the-art 200-mile-per-hour aircraft with no crowds, no hassles, and no delays whatsoever. By the time you drive to your nearest commercial airport, park the car, get through security, and wait for your flight, you could already be arriving at your destination. Depart on your schedule from an airport closer to your home or business. While in flight, you can work, read, relax, sleep, or sit up front and watch your pilot. Or simply gaze out the window. We are lucky to have some of the most beautiful scenery in the country around here. The difference is clear. Fly a straight shot to your destination absent of crowds and security hassles. Arrive in style at a local airport, one that the airlines have never heard of, that is closer to your destination. Imagine replacing hours of driving or airline travel with private charter. We fly to any of hundreds of airports in the western United States that are not served by any airline. For small groups, that is from 1 to 3 passengers, you can't beat the convenience and value of private plane charter. Feel free to contact us at any time with your questions or to request a free quote.
We're using boxing as a metaphor to show how air freight and ocean freight match up in 8 different categories because, well, obviously I know a lot about boxing. Round 1. Speed. Speed is important when it comes to a fighter so he can dodge jabs and get some of his own in there, but it's also important when it comes to international shipping. Air freight is a much faster way to ship. While air freight tends to deliver cargo in just days, ocean freight tends to take weeks, sometimes even a month or 2. If you need your cargo delivered fast, you want air freight. Round 2. Reliability. When it comes to a fight, you want someone you can count on in your corner. It's the same when it comes to international shipping. When it comes to reliability, ocean carriers are notoriously bad. On top of that, if you miss a voyage or a voyage is canceled, you're talking about a week, maybe a 2-week delay for your cargo. On the other hand, airlines tend to be on top of their schedules, and they have daily flights between most major cities around the world. So if a flight is canceled or delayed because of weather or you miss it for some reason, you're only talking about maybe a day's delay for your cargo. The reliability round goes to air freight. Round 3. Cost. Ask any fighter and they'll tell you that being the best does not come without a cost. So it's no surprise then that the leader in both speed and reliability is going to cost you more. Air freight tends to be much more expensive than ocean shipping. In fact, it can often be 5 or 6 times as much. Now there are a few rare occasions when air freight can actually come down and be cheaper than ocean freight, but the clear winner in terms of cost is ocean freight. Round 4. Capacity. This is like the advantage a big fighter has over a small fighter. When it comes to capacity, there is no contest. Ocean freight wins. In fact, ocean freight struggles with overcapacity, while space for air cargo is extremely limited. The larger the quantity or size of the cargo that you want to move, the more likely it is that you want to go with ocean freight. Round 5. Destinations. This is a close round because you can pretty much ship anywhere in the world using both ocean freight or air freight. However, a fighter does tend to be at an advantage when he's on his home turf. And the farther you are inland, the farther you are away from ocean shipping's home turf. That means that you'll have to spend more money on trucking, rail, or short sea shipping in order to reach the final destination. Destinations? Advantage, air freight. Round 6. Tracking. You always need to see everything that's going on in a fight. Well, you want the same thing when it comes to your international shipping. But whether you're doing air freight or ocean freight, you're going to be able to have tracking the whole way on your shipment. This round is a tie. Round 7. Logistical complications. A good fighter always has a strategy when facing an opponent. And when going into international shipping, you also want a strategy. But you also want things to be as simple as possible, I would imagine. So what's easier, air freight or ocean freight? Well, really, you're going to be dealing with the same kind of complications either way. The paperwork, the custom clearance, the laws, the fees that are different from country to country. Either way, you're going to want a logistics provider like a freight forwarder on your side who knows the ins and outs of international shipping. So really, this ends up being a tie. Round 8. Environmental impact. Footwork is important in a boxing match, and in the real world, our ecological footprint is very important. CO2 emissions are much lower when you're shipping by ocean than when you're shipping by plane. So when it comes to being green, ocean freight becomes the winner. Who wins the international shipping belt? It's a tough call. 3 rounds went to air freight, 3 rounds went to ocean freight, 2 rounds were ties. What it really comes down to is which factors are most important for your current cargo. Do you need speed or do you need lower costs? One's going to take you to air, one's going to take you to sea. You can find out more about all of this at universalcargo.com. Until next time, stay in ship shape.